Hi, welcome to my channel, Parenting with Marlene. I'm so excited to be doing this. I've been planning this for a long time and eventually I'm here. Thank God, praise the Lord. Now, my name is Marlene and I'm a mother of three beautiful children, adorable, and I'm so proud of them. Now, motherhood for me has changed me for the better, if not for the best. I've learned to appreciate the little things in life, the daily things that we actually take for granted, and I've really learned so much. Now, part of the things that I've learned are those normal things that you won't really consider, like patience. For motherhood, as a parent, you really have to be patient, and it is commitment. In parenting, there's no holiday, there's no vacation. You are a mother, you are a father, and you have to carry along that tag with you each and every place where you are. They normally say that for parenting, you actually walking and knowing that your heart is somewhere else playing around and you just can't sleep well anymore, like it bothers you. And you see, for today, parenting is not the way it used to be maybe several years ago, like 100 years, 500, 50 years ago. Nowadays, it is just more than providing the basic needs: food, shelter, clothing. When it comes to food, you actually have to ask yourself, is it a balanced diet? Is it a balanced meal? Does it have vitamins, minerals, proteins? It's not just about starch and then you fill their tummy and that is it. It's now more. When you talk about shelter and clothing, now it's even education, and it's no longer just that education, like you go to school, attain the basic education there, you have to educate them up to tertiary level. The other thing is, apart from just like education, the normal education that we have, you also have as a parent to go the extra mile, try and look at their talent, because nowadays everyone is educated and we don't have jobs. You educate your children and then they're there with you at home. There are no jobs. So you have to go beyond the norm. And that is, you have to check and work with the teachers to ensure that your child is skilled enough, has talent and hobbies, and trying to sharpen this so that at the end of the day, they just stand out. So as I was trying to look at parenting, maybe the way our parents did back in the day and right now, I think each and every day it gets harder and tougher and more challenging. I really can't tell how it used to be back in the day because honestly, I was not a parent then, but I believe our parents could have had a much easier time than it is today. The reason I'm saying so, look at the environment. Long time ago, for example, in my community where I was raised, we had cousins, we had uncles, aunties who would discipline us. Nowadays, like, an uncle, he can't do, why? And then even like for a neighbor, back in the day, I would do something and the neighbor would just discipline me there before even reporting me to my parent. Right now, you can't do that. Like, who are you? In whose business? Parenting is just your own business. It's no one else's business. Lately, there's no even punishing children in school. You can't cane them. The other thing that I'd actually even tried to look at, the environment. Nowadays, we have to create that parent-child relationship. You have to work on it. However much busy you are, have so much in your schedule and so much on your plate, and you just have to do it because even the environment has changed. It's not like what it used to be before. Now, long time ago in my community, for example, where I was raised, I didn't hear of any cases of children being defiled. Like, that's not one of the worries, I guess, that my mom had. But today, you'll find that that is one of the things that you have to constantly bear in mind. Like, it's not safe anymore. Our environment has changed, our system has changed, and with those changes, as parents, we have to constantly create structures. We have to create an environment where like we ensure that we cushion our children, we nurture them, and we take care of them, we protect them, however much little time that you have, we just have to do it. And with that, uh, looking at that, and now me being a parent, I actually want to share my journey. I want to encourage a mom, a dad. I can't be really a dad and a father figure, but I can share my tips. I can actually share a few hacks that I've learned along the way. And just to give you a little bit of my story, I said initially that I'm a mom of three. Now, parenting for me has been a cocktail of experiences, and the reason I'm saying cocktail, I had my firstborn and it was a really easy journey. It was an easy, awesome experience. Now, this is the reason why. When it comes to the pregnancy, it was easy. I didn't have any challenges, didn't experience all these complications that come with the pregnancy. I was so active that even the day that I was actually on my labor, I'd actually done like walked for 45 minutes. I used to exercise. No fatigue, no nausea at all. No morning sickness, no evening sickness. I don't know, like your feet swell. No, nothing. I was just the normal me with just a baby bump, and that I didn't even add like a lot of weight. So it was just that it was awesome. And then came the second child. Hey, I don't know what to say. Now, I call it baptism by fire, like fire, literally. Now, at 7 weeks, when I'd actually gone to see a gyna, that's when I discovered that it was a multiple pregnancy. I was expecting twins. And I remember that day, and I told the sonographer, like, check well. I don't think I'm actually having twins. How? Like, what do you mean? I can't really understand. So I told him, like, just check well. Like right now, I've been bloated. I'm bloated. It could be gases. I can't have twins. Now, it wasn't that I was actually rejecting the fact that I had twins, but it was, see, I've never actually sat down and thought like, okay, I love twins, I had twins. I've never thought that I would like personally have twins. I never thought of that. So when the sonographer told me that, guess what I did? That was the first, and see, I was going to see this gyna, and the very last. The next NC visit, I actually went to another hospital, a different hospital, and then I did the scan. Guess what? The result followed me to now this new hospital, the new gyna, and the new nurse. And indeed, I had twins. So that was now the journey of being baptized by fire. Now, to be honest, I was so tired. Most of the times I was so fatigued. Most of the times I was dizzy. I would walk and then I'd just have this feeling of like, I just want to faint. I'm now dizzy. I'm just tired. And then my tummy, like I was so huge. If you think whale is a huge, then maybe I was a walking whale, a whale, a big one for that matter. So that was there, and then the belly as it would stretch, and then the itching, fatigue, sleeping at night, and then nausea. I mentioned the first one, no nausea at all. Now I had morning sickness, I had evening sickness. Evening sickness, nausea in the morning, nausea in the evening. Like, hey, my life just changed, you know. So with that was it. And then the delivery, I really can't comment on that, because from the word go, like for I had a cesarean section, CS, for my first child, and second pregnancy for twins, like they won't actually even recommend to try and natural birth, vaginal birth. So from the word go, that was automatically cesarean section. So with that, like I just told the surgeon, the gyna, and the nurses, for me, I'm not even going to wait to labor. Don't even try and induce me. Don't even try to check those dilation stuff. I'm just not there. I'm not going to do it. Let me just wait. You prepare, and then you tell me which day, which date, the time, and I'll show up. I'll be ready. And so that was it. And then, like I said, I really can't comment on the delivery because it was a CS, and then you there anesthesia, and they do all these things. Yeah, but after the delivery, it was done successfully. I got my lovely children, a boy and a girl. And now that was now it. There are these little children, little babies. They would cry. They would cry. I'm there, tired. And you see, like for a mom, you have to take care of them. They are now your children, your little bundle of joy. There's not, oh, I'm tired, I want to sleep. You want to sleep, they want to feed. Now you have to find the strength in you to take care of them. And that is exactly what I did. And it was so hard, so difficult, so tough. But you see, you sacrifice. You tired, yes, but they need you. You are their mom. So that was it. I tried. I gave my best. I've never handled any challenging thing in my life like I did with my twin babies. I breastfed for 6 months exclusively breast milk. No naan, no formula, no water, no porridge, nothing. Breast milk for 6 months. I did it. Well, and as mothers, we really need a great support system. I really can't thank my partner enough. At 4.5 months, I was like, Aki, I'm done. I'm so done. Can't we just give them porridge? Even just little spoons, like 3, only 3. And he would be like, okay, why don't we just try for 1 week? And then after that, we'll go to the doctor, and then the doctor will actually recommend what to give them. But I thank God, he used to trick me. That 1 week would lapse, I'd forget, continue, and the time that it would hit again, and then he'd be like, okay, just try for another 1 week. So it was just like that, 1 week, and then boom, it's already 6 months, and now we would win them. Now the other challenge was actually like for them, for my twins, they used to have colic. Colic, and they would be crying at night. At times would actually start sleeping at 3 a.m. in the morning. There was a day we even started sleeping at 5 a.m. And you know, like for twins, this one is crying this side, this one is crying this side. I call it like they used to behave like a cock. Have you ever gone to the village, countryside, and then you actually hear like there's a cock crowing the other side, and then the other one is actually doing that because it's heard the voice of this other one. So that's the way they used to operate. This one would start crying, and then the other one would start crying. This one would start crying like he just, and then this other one. It was so hard. I don't know if I could have actually done it without God's grace and just God's strength. I can't do it on my own. I really can't say that it was me. It was God. His grace, His strength. Indeed, it's been sufficient for me. So that's that. And then the other bit was actually with the house helps. If I start to talk about house helps, as people normally say, I can write a book, encyclopedia. I don't know the volume, so I can actually be doing books, volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I tried house helps, and you see, like for normally they tend to dislike where they're small babies. They don't like, or they don't really appreciate where they're small babies. And of course, I understand as a parent, small babies come with a lot of work, a lot of challenges. There are more dishes to do, more time to spend with them. You are constantly in the sink, at the blender, blending things, washing things, and all these things. So it was so hard for me to stay with house helps. So I used to do a few months. It reached a place where I would be doing like a month, and then it reached a place where I was doing 2 weeks, and then a week, and then I reached a place where I would just be like days, 3 days, 4 days, someone has left. No reason whatsoever, nothing, like, oh, I just want to go, those lame excuses. Until I reached a place where I was like, okay, come on, girl, you have to toughen up. These are your children. You are going to do it. If my mother did it, if mothers before me did it, of course, I was going to embrace myself, toughen up, and do it. They are mine. They are not theirs. So I was like, boom, I'm going to do this. And I stayed for so long without having house helps. I would juggle everything. My two babies, my twinnies. Remember, I have my firstborn here who also used to go to school. I have my hubby here. I have the house. It's not like I even used to have a day bag to do the laundry and then the cleaning. Nothing. I was alone. But I thank God. Ladies, when you're praying for a supportive spouse. So I really thank God that he also used to help me, and he used to come in handy for me, and he would actually help me at times with the laundry, at times with making breakfast, and even dropping our son to the place where he's actually being picked up by his school bus. And for me, that has been my journey. Now, I don't want this video to be so unnecessarily long. What I'm actually doing in this video is just to introduce myself and know and give my take about parenting. Like I'd said, it's so tough, and it's also fulfilling, thrilling, joyful, name it. So it's actually a mixture of cocktail. But I can tell you, if you're a parent to be, it's one of those things that will just change your life. And I know that it will change your life for the better. So if you are a parent and you're stuck and you just like, oh, I'm tired, I'll be doing a lot of videos and I want to encourage someone, I want to inspire someone, I just want to motivate someone. I have done it, you can do it, and you are going to do it. So subscribe, like, you can comment, and let us roll. Let us do this. They say that there's no vacation, there's no holiday in parenting, but okay, as we journey, we can do this, we can share, we can have fun, and we can also raise and nurture our children, because God has given us that responsibility, and we are to teach them the ways that they should go. So it's not just about providing the basic shelter, food, clothing, education, and all these other things, but we also have to teach and to instill values in them. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate, and I hope that even in the next videos that I'll be doing, that you'll stay tuned and you'll watch. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you. Bye.